Crap. That did not take long for him to turn into the lizard.
Parker! That's the third call I got about giant lizards running amok in Jameson Park. Giant lizards! Get me photos, pronto!
Right away, Mr. Jameson.
I'm sorry.
Giant lizards? They aren't paying me enough.
Look at these early PS3 360
Photo
graphics.
mission, huh?
Good morning, everybody. I'm back with a new Let's Play. It was probably already confirmed by that brief flash of what was on the screen. But today is an anniversary again. No, it's not a 20th anniversary or 10th or 15th this time around. But you know, another game in this series does turn 20 years old this year, and I do want to cover that. But that's later in the year, so I figured I might as well cover this one first. And no, your headphones are not messing up. I guess the Columbia theme was copyrighted because it's not playing. But that makes no sense. This is a Sony product. Why isn't the Columbia part playing? That's weird. Can't forget about that classic Marvel logo. Yep, we're playing Spider-Man 3, everybody. This is one of the few games that just immediately starts. I didn't press anything, you just go straight to the game.
Ready, Mr. Carlisle.
And I'm sure the screen is, you know, not oriented correctly, because, again, I didn't get the chance to mess around my options yet. So once this cutscene plays, we'll fix it.
Spider-Man!
No autographs, please.
Press the...
Okay. Now I can mess around with my stuff. That should do it. Let me double check and make sure everything's okay, folks. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Screen's all fixed. Let's go.
To attack. I'm sorry, am I going too fast for you? There are actually two attack buttons. Try using the other one on this set of guys. You see, enemies will block different moves, so experiment with the two attack buttons to find attacks that work. Man, you sure do get hit a lot.
There we go.
You know, there's a handy dodge button. Hey, see that icon? Yeah, the attack button icon that appears when you're dodging. That means you can counterattack. Yeah. Hit the attack button when it shows up to hit your opponent back. By the way, counterattacks are unblockable.
Unfortunately, this is the last game with Bruce Campbell in it.
Now, I consider myself a fine judge of talent, boy, and, well, you don't have much.
Damn.
But look, I'll work with you. For the next few sets of enemies, I want you to follow the instructions on your screen. Perform all the moves listed to move on.
But seriously though, I tried to do the dodge in that first set of enemies.
Not bad, not bad. Keep it up.
But unfortunately, you're not allowed to dodge anything until Bruce Campbell tells you how the dodge works. So I'm sitting there holding down the left bumper, trying to use the dodge button, and it's not letting me. It's the same thing with all my attacks. I can only use square. I can only use X and Y right now. I'm not allowed to use any web abilities. At least I remember my uppercut combo. So, a little bit about my history of this game. For one,
Hey,
I am
would you
playing
listen
the
when I tell you
PC
something?
version.
You need to perform all the actions listed on the side of your screen in
yeah.
order to move on.
I was having a little too much fun. My bad. But yeah, I'm playing this on PC, and for those of you who are wondering how that's possible, since nearly every Spider-Man game's been delisted off of digital stores,
Hey, you're getting the hang of this. That wasn't too shabby.
let's just say I have friends in high places, and move on. And I don't feel bad because I do have this on PS2 already. It's just very. I couldn't find a
now
copy
stop
of the
messing
HD
around.
version.
Go find out who is blowing up this building and save the day. I'll even open the door for you.
So if I remember correctly, the first time I played this was on the 360 back in the day.
You need to go up.
And then I finished it for the first time on the Wii. And the Wii version, I'm pretty sure is just a port of the PS2 version of the game. So I've technically played both versions. The only super move you have unlocked right now is RB and X. And that was another weird thing about this game. There isn't like a skill tree or anything like there was in Spider-Man 2. You just get new abilities at random. Where is he going? Okay. This game can be rather glitchy at times because they were really trying their hardest to make this the ultimate version of Spider-Man 2. And because of that, there's a lot of little graphical hiccups.
You gotta take care of those bombs. Just crawl. Oh, this icon here means that you can perform a web interaction. Hold down the web button to web this thing up.
I'm gonna have to do some research so I can explain the difference between the HD version.
Experiment
and
with web attacks and you might even find new ones. For instance, here you can spin guys around.
I forgot you can charge up that. Die, you're in fire.
Use the sprint button for extra speed.
If I could pull down one of those pipes, I bet the water would douse the fire.
But for now, the biggest difference between the last gen version and the HD version that I remember is two of the bosses that you encounter.
Once you've jumped into the air, you can press the jump button again to double jump, otherwise known as breaking the jump higher by holding down the jump button longer. Get it? Higher, longer. Hold it down long enough, and you can probably leap small buildings in a single bound. I mean, you're not quite as impressive as that other guy, are you? Don't worry, I'm sure you have a lovely personality.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm skipping Bruce Campbell, everybody. I've played this so many times, I know exactly what to do. I'm gonna try my best to slow down, just let him talk. I hate how I can't really do anything when I'm in the middle of a combo. Ooh, what was that gonna be? They give Peter so many different moves in this game. I wanted to see what that was gonna do.
Okay, now get ready. You're about to perform a heroic feat of agility and speed, but don't let it go to your head, okay? You do this stuff all the time.
Well, this was the mid-2000s, everybody. Or late 2000s. That means quick time events. This game is synonymous for them.
Please, someone!
Fasten your seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I forgot about those ladies' bug eyes.
Thanks for flying Air Spidey.
Like her eyes look like they were about to what the heck?
Just another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I'm gonna have
Lately,
to pause
things have
there.
been going my way. I got the girl, and New York finally likes me. Not that there aren't problems. Like this new guy, Eddie Brock at the Daily Bugle. He's really starting to get on my nerves.
I forgot they actually got Topher
Harry,
Grace to be
my best
Eddie in
friend,
this.
won't talk to me. On top of that, new gangs have moved in and they're dividing up the city.
What?
Still, it's nothing I can't handle.
They even got Thomas Hayden
One weird
Church to
thing,
come back.
There haven't been any big supervillains around since Doc Ock. But I have this bad feeling like the sky is gonna fall or something. And soon.
Okay, so
Pressing the swing
Yep,
button
there
will
it is.
shoot out a
Let's
web
win
line
for
that
it.
you can swing from. Then hold down on the swing button to hold onto your web line.
Okay, let's see how Spider-Man 3 swinging was, because it's been so long since I played this game. Whee!
Now the trick with swinging is that you need something to swing from. That's right, you can't just swing from empty space. You're not that good yet. So
Wait, I
make
was
sure
able
that
to do that
there's
in
a
the first game,
building or
though.
something nearby when you want to swing. Got it? Good.
Oh, that's one thing I do remember about this game. It has the best animations of when Peter doesn't have anything to swing around.
Hey, see that little marker on the screen? That sucker is letting you know about something you want. You can use the left stick to aim your web line. If you want to go left, push left. If you want to go right, well, you get the idea. Push the stick in the direction you want to go.
If you release while moving upwards, you go higher. Right. Okay. See what I mean? You just get upgrades by just progressing through the story. There's no way to choose what you want to do.
Now, if you want to go faster down the street, try boosting near the bottom of your swing arc. This will propel you forward. If you want to gain a little bit of height, try boosting near the end of your swing arc.
Okay. Ultimate Spider-Man came out before this, and that was the first one, not the first one, but that also had a mechanic where you could boost. You could give yourself speed boost when swinging, and you could also climb your web line. A lot of Spider-Man games don't really give you that ability, which kind of sucks.
Swinging is hard, I know. I've done it myself, but it just takes some practice, and then you'll be swinging like a pro, so keep at it. Oh, and watch out for buildings.
Alright.
To navigate this grand old city, you can use your zoom map. Bring up the map now.
Wow.
Now, there are lots of little once you've found a mission you'd like to try, you can push this button to mark it. Then when you leave the zoom map, an indicator will be on screen that will show you how to find that marker.
God damn it. I keep skipping Bruce Campbell. I gotta stop doing that. Apocalypse, MJ, the Lizard. Yeah, I forgot about the Lizard being in this game. Outside of the PS1 game, I think this is the first time he really appears in any of these games. I guess I have to pick one. Alright, I'll do the Lizard first.
Okay, that's the zoom map. It's a handy feature, so if you're not sure what to do next, remember you can look up your options. Now get out into that city and do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice this new web swing. There's my new upgrade, web zipping. You don't get nearly as far as you do when you do in an Ultimate Spider-Man, but hey, I'm just glad to have it here. But I do like the idea of being able to aim where my web line goes. That's it. When Peter has no buildings around, he just goes, ah! Yeah, when there's no buildings around, this is when using web zips are the best. He can basically latch on to anything low to the ground and use that to propel himself forward. Like, this is where you would use the web zip. There we go. Yep, I remember how to play this now. Alright, let's do this first lizard mission and then we'll cut it off there.
Dr. Kurt Connors. Time is 8:47 p.m.
I have to shut up during most of the cutscene because I don't think there are
Well,
subtitles.
my regeneration serum is finally ready to test on a human. And what better guinea pig than myself? I know there are risks, but I can't allow a twist of fate to undo the natural order when science can correct it. If the unthinkable happens, please see that my wife and son get this letter. Stings a bit more than I expected. I feel something happening.
Yeah, crap. That did not take long for him to turn into the lizard.
Parker! That's the third call I got about giant lizards running amok in Gramercy Park. Giant lizards! Get me photos, pronto!
Right away, Mr. Jameson.
I'm sorry.
Giant lizards? They aren't paying me enough.
Look at these early PS3 360
Photo
graphics.
mission, huh? Guess yours truly better give you the scoop on taking a picture. Okay, head over to the hot dog cart that's been marked for you and we'll go over the basics.
I've played so many of these Spider-Man games, I've pretty much got the idea of
here's the
swinging
deal.
down.
You want to take a picture,
the
right?
most part.
Okay. Now take a picture of the hot dog cart. Just center your camera reticle on it and snap away. Not too bad. I mean, not as good as I would have done, mind you, but I'll give you a B-. And no, you can't do any better than that, so don't bother retrying this a million times trying to get an A.
He already knows some gamers would definitely do that.
That's right, folks. Larry the Lizard has the best prices in town on name brand cell phones. Best reception, best customer service, too.
You scratch his
Sign up
ass.
today, get a free cell phone.
All that fuss over Larry? Man, JJ's gonna blow a fuse. Well, I'm here. Might as well take the picture. Hey.
Larry the Lizard.
Guess I should get this pic back to JJ, but he isn't gonna be happy.
But I was explaining before that the biggest difference between these two, I think, are... Like I said, I'm gonna do some research for the next video, but the one big difference I know of is there's one encounter, one villain storyline that you have exclusive to the last gen versions that's not in the HD versions and vice versa. In the last gen, you get to run into Morbius. Yes.
I said get me giant lizards and I meant it, Parker.
Morbin
You think I
time,
don't know the difference
Morbius.
Between some guy in a costume and the real deal? Get me giant lizards or you're fired.
Should have known that was too easy. Guess I'll start looking in Gramercy Park.
Am I the only one who thinks that it almost sounded like Peter said shit at the very beginning of that? It was so close to him just saying shit. But, yeah. In the last gen versions, you run into Morbius, and in the HD versions, you have a whole storyline involving Scorpion. Which I honestly want to do more, just because, one, if I do the Morbius side story in the PS2 version, I'm gonna be reminded of that shitty movie.
This lizard thing's a
Run! Someone help! It's the end of the world! Help! Run!
He just ran right into the hot dog cart! Oh my god, I forgot how glitchy this is. Wait, unless he was meant to run into it. No, he wasn't. He was still running.
Queen! Monster! That way!
green monster, huh? Maybe Larry has a brother. Better check it out.
He was still running into the hot dog cart. That's so weird.
I don't see anything, but my spider sense is definitely tingling. If I focus on it, it should lead me right to what I'm looking for. Crud! I got too close.
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to take a picture of it. I was too invested in the game.
This lizard thing's a
Run! Someone help! It's the end of the world! Help! Run!
So the game designers purposely designed him to just run into the hot dog cart endlessly. I would get it if he stopped, but no, look. He's running like he has somewhere to go.
Spider. Queen. Monster. That way.
Green, I don't see anything, but my spider sense is definitely tingling. If I focus on it, it should lead me right to what I'm looking for.
Okay, probably doesn't want to have me take a picture from back there. Okay, here we go. You zoom in, right? There we go.
Better get back to searching for those giant lizards.
You mean the one you just took a picture of rather than fighting? Like I was gonna do? Yeah, Peter, your priorities are kind of fucked up in this game. And this is before you get the black suit. But as I was saying, I kind of wanted to do this version more just because it looks nicer, but also we actually have story context for Scorpion being in this series.
Got away. I think I heard it a little though.
Better check on those punks.
Like Scorpion was a character in the first game that you never got any sort of resolution on.
Guess the Apocalypse Gang has a max IQ test to join.
What the heck? What hit me there?
I'm saying you guys are dumb, by the way.
There we go.
I should try to track down whatever those thugs were attacking.
I'm definitely gonna get some practice on these combos. As you guys know, I love getting into combat systems. Alright, detective mode, I mean spider sense, let's follow the trail.
This looks like a dead end. I better go back and try one of those other trails.
But Peter, there's clearly a reason. There's clearly only one place he could have gone. I forgot there's at least a couple of these. Oh crap, he went up the wall. Okay. Where did he... Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so he jumped off. Went down here. Now, I did bring up the fact that Scorpion gets like no sort of conclusion in the first movie game. And the conclusion they come to in this one is a little weird, not gonna lie. But we'll get more into that when we get into it. When we get there at least. Part of me...
Hey, stop eating my hot dogs! Get off of my cart! Shoo! Shoo!
Typical New Yorker, you see a giant ass lizard, and yet you think it's a good idea to just stand there rather than just run away. Gotcha.
Nice! That's gonna be a great shot.
But seriously though,
They all seem to run away. Guess they really don't like having their pictures taken. I think that about wraps that up. Now all that's left is getting these photos back to the Bugle.
oh my god, why aren't you stopping these? I guess they're not attacking anybody, so he figures, as long as they're not hurting anybody, I should be fine. Swing speed upgrade. Seriously, was this game rushed or something? Why can't I pick the skills I want to pick? Actually, let me check. I don't know why they have them as different characters. Yeah, these are all the different combos you can do in the beginning. I want to try Head Stomper. That sounds awesome. It's a little boost. The side of the building was blocking my ascent, but okay. And we're back at the Bugle. I have no idea how long this is going to take.
These shots are great, Peter. It's a Bugle exclusive. Here's tomorrow's front page, Robbie. Rampaging reptiles raid city.
Awesome. I love the alliteration. Web yo-yo. Oh. It's the upside down move that you see him do in the movie. Okay. Obviously, I can't do it here because there's no ceiling. But I think that's going to cover it. I think that'll be it for today, folks. Again, thank you guys for watching, celebrating the 18th anniversary of Spider-Man 3 with me. Let me know if you guys played this game before, and whether or not it was the HD version or the last-gen version. Appreciate all the love and support, and I will see you all later. Peace.